Good evening, Roger and Bridget. We're here in Messina, right outside the town hall, where officials that were local, state, and federal announced the arrest of 12 suspects. They're saying that this is one of the largest drug busts to happen here in Messina. Kristen, faculty are estimating about 8,000 to 9,000 gallons of water flooded from the south end to the north end of school. They're calling this a senseless crime that shouldn't have happened. A plan to weed out freeloaders in favor of those truly in need raised concerns. Many advocates said it was too restrictive, leaving needy Vermonters on the streets. So today, there's a new plan for helping the homeless. Darren, officials told me that they were preparing for the worst and hoping for the best, but that they're still shocked at how much damage they're going to have to fix. Dana Martin is serving a life sentence for murdering and raping a Barrie teen. While in jail, police say Martin wanted 2 of his acquaintances in Vermont killed, so he hired 2 men to do his bidding for him. Darren, a remarkable story about the power of social media. Thousands of Facebook fans shared a photo that within minutes identified a culprit who committed a senseless act. That's right, Steve. Fire officials look forward to the annual Cadet Training Week to watch these teens across the state get a glimpse at the profession and capture their interest to return again. And Footbridge Park is not alone. Just 2 months ago, Otis Bridge was rebuilt and put into place, but now there's no getting to the other side. The original Bartonsville Bridge was built after the Great Flood of 1869 had hit Vermont. Once Irene came through and swept away the historical landmark, Vermonters knew something had to be done. They need another $1,300 in order to reconstruct this grave site. When I saw that the pet store said it was open, I went in to see if I could speak with one of the employees. They declined to comment and told us to leave the store. I spoke to a number of businesses in the community who say they get a lot of business weekly from employees of the corrections facility. Places like Owl's Nest Pizza and others did not want to come on camera, but say they are concerned if the facility does close. Road signs referring to bicycles is not only to clarify the rights a cyclist has on the road, but also to bring awareness to drivers. CVPH representatives are anticipating having all 8 rooms completed within the next 12 months. As for Cancer Be Gone, they plan to have annual events just to continue supporting the Cancer Center here at the hospital. I had to see for myself just how secure the old base is. Now, as you can see, this was the closest I could get before being denied access. And according to Cole, there's been a lot of review on the table to decide if this makes the best fit for storing explosives. Signs are posted all along Route 7, including a large 4-foot by 4-foot sign that was vandalized and then stolen. The abandoned puppies aren't the only ones benefiting from this event. For as long as this beach has existed, dogs haven't been able to go on the sands or into the water. But after organizers put this event together, that policy is going to change. If painted portraits, fun facts, or old newspaper clippings aren't quite catching your eye, then maybe you'll want to hear what some of the presidents have to say. It's President Eisenhower. Contractors plan to chip away at this ledge for the next 20 days before they move to the opposite side of the interstate to chip away at the other ledge for a 10-day period. Do you have to like press down on it a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I'm not very good at it. And the Lake Placid Pub and Brewery is only one of 132 small craft breweries here in upstate New York that are hoping for this bill to pass by 2014. Crew members say if boats were in a contest, the Addie would win Miss Popularity, but not because of how old she is, but also because of how much people love her. The Study Lock is an app for parents to install on their kids' phones. It forces users to answer academic questions in order to unlock their phones.
You got that correct.
Yes! Can I get into my phone? I can't get into my phone yet?
Not yet. It appears that your parent has configured that you answer at least 6 questions before you get onto your phone.
Mom! And the dinosaur exhibit isn't the only thing leaving fresh tracks here at Echo. For the first time, they're hosting some movie stars with a roaring resume. Isn't that right? Yikes. Is a popular landmark along Interstate 89 for sale? This massive sign would lead anyone to believe it is, but state police say the sign is a hoax. Burlington police are looking for a vandal who ruined the windshield of one of their cruisers. Around 1 o'clock this morning, officers responded to a minor incident at City Hall Park in Burlington. The officers parked their cruiser in front of the Flynn Theater on Main Street, and officials say they returned 10 minutes later to find a wrecked windshield. Officers believe someone threw a rock into the windshield, but police say they are looking at surveillance footage to find the vandal responsible. A Danby man who shot and killed his girlfriend's attacker in June will not face criminal charges. The Rutland County State's Attorney Office concluded that 24-year-old Michael White was legally justified when he shot his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. Police say Aaron Allen entered the Danby home and stabbed his 22-year-old ex-girlfriend multiple times. White witnessed the attack, grabbed a rifle and shot Allen twice. He died at the hospital. A bizarre power outage kept many Burlington residents and businesses in the dark for much of the day. Officials say the outage affected more than 400 customers in an area around College Street and between South Willard and South Winooski Streets. The outages stemmed from the main line that feeds the downtown and UVM campuses.
Pretty crazy stuff. Well, Carpenter tells me he's launching his own late-night show, Lake Night with Jack Carpenter, which will air on Burlington's RETN. It's expected to premiere within the next couple of weeks, so we'll see how that goes for him.
Absolutely. Good. Best of luck to him. It's tough stuff.
Hey everyone, excuse my attire, but I need all these things in order to learn what it takes to be a dragon boat racer. So I have my GoPro on my oar, my head, and will eventually have one on my chest to see what it takes to hit the water.
We're going to do some pretty heavy speed work and distance work tonight.
The Dragonheart Vermont team made its first splash in Lake Champlain 10 years ago to encourage women to push past the hardship of cancer. The original small group of breast cancer survivors has grown to a 150-member team of survivors and supporters today, divided into 6 groups, including the Green Mountain Girls team for women from 50 to 59 and the Senior Warriors for members 60 to 84.
For our older women, it's for the first time in their lives they are athletes. For our younger women, they hop in that boat and they think, my God, this is one of the best things I've ever done.
Last year, the Dragonheart team competed in Hong Kong for the Crew Club World Championships and brought home a gold and silver medal. This year, both the younger and older teams are paddling for wins in hopes to compete in Italy next year.
Mind over matter. When you get tired, you dig deep and you use your big core muscles, and you know that the finish line, every stroke, you get closer and closer to the finish line.
And after some well-needed stretching and a lesson in properly holding a paddle, I was just hoping I could keep up with these fierce racers.
Section 1, give me 5 now! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah!
Sound intimidating? It was enough to keep my paddle in the water and hopefully in line with the other 19 paddlers on my boat.
2, 3, 4!
And after 2 practice races totaling in 3,000 meters, my arms weren't so happy. But my team members,
Let's hear it for Melissa! Hip hip, hooray!
were supportive with approval.
It was incredible. You don't know empowerment until you get on one of these boats, that's for sure.
A sport that promotes strength to help racers move forward together and share a good time that was had by all. Melissa Sheketoff, Channel 3 News, Burlington.
Hey everyone, I'm Melissa Sheketoff. We're here at the Champlain Valley Expo at Fresh Meat Night with the Derby Dames. And if I have to try out, you're coming with me. That means that you're going to be using these little devices here and one with the skater so you can come along for the ride. Roller derby is the ultimate contact sport.
You have to think so much when you play. So it's a sport that's really great for people who want something challenging both physically and mentally.
How neat the games look. It really motivates me to get better.
And at the time, I could agree. I was motivated to get up and get moving at a very slow pace, but found out very quickly and a bit painfully, this was no easy task.
It's like all balance and you're rolling. You just keep rolling.
But eventually I got the hang of it. And as for making the team, well,
This is not a sissy sport.
let's just say I have more work to do. But the laughs, wipeouts, and efforts to gracefully glide made for a good time that was had by all. Melissa Sheketoff, Channel 3 News,
I think I did a beautiful job. I'm ready to go pro.
Essex Junction.
Hey everyone, I'm Melissa Sheketoff here with my GoPro, but this week we're going back in time to see what it was like to be part of the U.S. Army during the War of 1812.
This is an enlistment paper.
Just in time for the bicentennial of the start of the War of 1812.
Fire in the hole!
Reenactors say becoming a soldier for a day is a unique experience.
To understand the past of the area. She's got black powder on her, stain on her fingers.
And I can easily say I embraced my inner warrior.
Oh my gracious!
Without flinching, but an eye-opening lesson in understanding history hands-on, and a good time had by all learning the strength of a soldier. Melissa Sheketoff, Channel 3 News, Plattsburgh. The Treetop Obstacle Course allows visitors to explore life in the trees and ultimately forces them to overcome challenges throughout, from point A to point B, depending on your age and willingness to take a leap of faith.
If you're looking to get physical and get a workout in, then come for the climbing adventure of the Treetop Obstacle Course.
Then get ready to fly.
Bye-bye!
Or climb.
This is like gym class all over again.
Or simply fall. Whatever the case, expect to have fun while pushing your limits.
It's a great opportunity just to get out and challenge yourself.
I got it!
A good time was had by all, overcoming obstacles from above. Melissa Sheketoff, Channel 3 News.
Nice landing.
On my butt. Jeffersonville.
Nice landing.